So we'll be having 6 matches over here with A. Now, if I talk about the matches played by B, so I have already calculated B with A. Now, B with C will be left BD, BE, BF, and BG. Is that clear? So we have 5 matches like this. Understood? Is that clear? है ना? क्योंकि B A पहले ही काउंट हो चुका है. A playing with B is same as B playing with A. Doesn't really matter. Okay. शुरू से बताऊं. लेट क्यों आए? तो मैं 1 मिनट वेट कर लेता हूँ. Let everyone come now. Let's wait for a minute. I think everybody has come. All right. So I was saying that there are total of, I've assumed that there are total of 7 teams. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. All right. And in round robin format, all the teams play against every other team once. Okay. So I'm telling you what all matches will be played. A will play against B, C, D, E, F, and G. So there will be 6 matches in total. All right. Those who joined late, Rituraj, is that clear? 6 matches. Now, if I count matches played by B, so I have already counted B with A, right? A plays with B or B plays with A, it's the same thing. It doesn't really change. So, B playing with C, D, E, F, G is what needs to be counted. Now, with C, so C has played with A already. AC is as good as CA. BC is as good as CB. So now, C will be playing against whom? D, E, F, and G, which makes it 4 matches. All right. Now, D has played with A, B, C, will be playing with E, F, and G, which we get 3 matches here. Okay, so I think now you got the pattern. Coming to E, we'll be playing with F and G only, 2 matches, and F with G. So basically, all the teams have played with all the other teams once. You can just notice that. And I have made it in such a way so that it's become very easy for us to calculate how many matches we played. So if we have 7 teams in total, number of matches played was 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. All right. That is nothing but how much? 21. 21 matches will be played. Clear? Great. Now, how can we look at it in a different way altogether? So if I want to generalize the statement, if there were n teams in total, then the number of matches played in round robin format was equal to how much? N minus 1 plus n minus 2 till plus 1. Is that right? Is that right? Pritam, थोड़ा सा गलत हो गया तुम्हारा. It is right. So all of these are natural numbers. It is sum of natural numbers from 1 to n minus 1. So all of us know that sum of natural numbers is given by n into n plus 1 by 2. But here it is not till n, it is till n minus 1, which means I'll replace n with n minus 1. I'll get n minus 1 multiplied by n by 2 as the total number of matches. Right? Yeah, Kashish, it's in AP. It's natural numbers from 1 to n minus 1. Clear? No problem, only this. ठीक है. तो हमने दोनों तरह समझ लिया. पहले मैंने क्या लिखा? Conventionally, I wrote everything that how to derive this. To derive this as well, there's another way to do the same thing, and that is, if there are n teams which are playing against each other once, that means 2 teams are playing. So all in all, we are selecting 2 teams out of n teams. That means we'll be using combination here. So NC2 is the number of total matches. NC2. I did not use the terminology earlier because P and C has not been completed in your batch. It's not started yet. That's why I did not use NC2 earlier. Those who know what NC2 is, I think they have understood. Those who do not know, then also they must be understanding this part. Clear to everyone? And those who understand this terminology, NC2, this will be equal to this only, n into n minus 1 upon 2. So when we use combination, that means we are selecting things and not arranging them. So an act of 2 teams playing against each other out of n teams will be selecting 2 teams. That's why it is NC2. Clear? If ranking was also there, we would have used permutation. So Vinit, as I said earlier, that P and C has not been done in your batches. That's why I gave you 3 different interpretations. Once it is done, you'll be able to realize it. NC2 is selecting 2 out of n objects. That's it. है ना? Selecting 2 out of n objects. This is the generalized formula for it, NC here. So if you put NC2, you'll have factorial n upon factorial 2 upon factorial n minus 2. Now if you solve it, you'll get the same result. Clear? ठीक है? Do you want me to solve it further? Factorial n is product of n natural numbers starting from 1. So we'll have n multiplied by n minus 1, multiplied by n minus 2, multiplied by n minus 3, and so on, till 1. All right. Whole upon factorial 2 is 2 into 1, and this is factorial n minus 2, which means n minus 2 into n minus 3 till 1. So as you can see, these things get cancelled out. All we are left with is n into n minus 1 upon 2. Chalo. Perfect. Now, here we have the first set. In LRDI, as you know, there are no formulae, there are no shortcut techniques. We understand LRDI only by solving the sets. This is the first set that you have in front of you. I'll allow you 10 minutes to solve this, and then I'll come up with the solution. 10 minutes start now. All right, I think I should discuss first question, and then I'll give you some time to solve the other ones, because I'm seeing a lot of people are marking it wrong. So if the first question is wrong, total will be wrong automatically. Okay. So 8 teams are participating in an inter-school tournament. There are 8 teams. Every team played exactly once with every other team. 2 points are awarded for a win, 0 for a loss, and 1 point is awarded to each team if it's a draw. Okay. So for win, we have 2 points. For draw, we have 1 point. And for loss, we have 0 points. By the way, there's one thing which you need to understand. If one team has won, then other team must be losing, for sure. Do you get that? Is that clear, everyone? If one team has won, some team must be losing at the same time. So wins and losses will be same. Yes or no? Similarly, one draw is equivalent to 2 draws in the long run, because one team draws against the other team. Okay? And similarly for loss as well. Okay. Now, in the end, 2 teams advance to the next stage, which is known as final. If more than 2 teams have equal points in pool stage, then the teams are eliminated on the basis of complex factors. These complex factors are not known to us. It can be anything. There is no draw in the final. Final may draw anyway, that is what we're sure of. All right. If 2 teams advance to the next round, so what is going to happen? I'm going to add something over here. In the final, I think this is missing in the question. Otherwise, question will make no sense. We'll take best of three. Best of three games. That is an additional thing which was missing in the question. Otherwise, question will become very easy. So let's make it a bit complex. 29 sahi hai us case mein. Best of three. So in the tournament, there are two stages. Pool stage. So in the pool stage, there will be 8C2, that is 28 matches. And in the final, what is going to happen? The question statement had this point missing. In finals, we have best of three. So now tell me, in the pool stage, 28 to confirm it. In final stage, how many matches will be there? Anshika, pool stage is the first stage in which, just before the final. Like all the teams are playing against each other. And after that, two teams advance to the next stage. Next stage is final. In which best of three will be considered. Right. So 28 is for sure. In the final, what can happen? Let's say two teams are A and B, which reach the final. So there's a possibility that A and B play against each other, and A wins, B loses. In the second match, A loses, B wins. Then there'll be third match, in which one of them will be winner. But what if any team wins the first two matches? Then there'll be no third match, isn't it? That will make no sense. All right. So we can have two answers. Minimum possible answer is 30, maximum is 31. So if this condition happens, then there will be two matches in the final. If this happens, which is most ideal, three matches will be held in final. So the answer is 28 plus 2 minimum or 28 plus 3 maximum. Is that clear? Rashna, pool stage clear ho gaya? Just before the final, when every team plays against every team. That was pool stage. The group stage. Group stage लिख लूंगा मैं से pool की जगह. रजत, of course, वो राउंड रॉबिन था ना, फाइनल अलग तरीके से होते हैं. ठीक है? Yeah, I'll repeat once. 28 is everyone is sure about that. In final, two things can happen. First match is won by A, second match is won by B. So still we do not have any clear winner. That is why a third match will be played to have a clear winner. Right? तथागत नहीं करना ना, मैंने वो क्वेश्चन मिसिंग था, मैंने बाद में ऐड कर दिया कि तीन मैचेस हो रहे हैं वहाँ पे, लेकिन बेस्ट 2 of 3 लिया जाएगा. ओके? ये प्रत्युष मुझे जानबूझ के से बोलते हैं चढ़ाने के लिए. तुमने ये बहुत ट्राई किया लोगों के साथ में, जो गुस्सा है उसे गुस्सा दिला दो. श्रुति, एग्जैक्टली. ठीक है? So the other case is that the first two matches are won by the same team, with no need of having the third team then. Shruti, I read best of 3 because the question would become very easy if I did not add that. So I wanted to have some kind of complexity in the question. That's the only thing. No, Rituraj, complex factor doesn't mean best of 3. They're unknown to us. All right. यहाँ कोई upset नहीं होगा. मतलब upset मतलब in the knockout tournament we had the concept of upsets. In round robin there is no upsets because there are no seeds. किसी की भी rank नहीं होती. Rashna, which part should I repeat? I think I repeated that part which you asked me earlier. Rashna, तो clear है ना यार, cricket खेला है ना बचपन में. So I think a lot of you have played cricket. Everyone plays cricket in India. So we keep a tournament of 3 matches, isn't it? Yeah, I'm repeating. 3 matches. तो उसमें होता क्या है? Let's say I am in one team, you are another team, Rashna, and your team wins the first 2 matches. Then third match will not be played, isn't it? That means minimum possible matches in final will be 2. But at the very same time, let's say your team wins the first match, my team wins the second match. We do not have any clear winner. Then we will have to play the third match. Right? Now it's clear. Simple example. All of us have done that. Now coming to the second question, find the minimum points earned by a team in the pool stage of the tournament so that its qualification for the next stage of tournament is guaranteed or undisputed. Pool stage, group stage. रजत, NC2 वाला नहीं हो रहा क्योंकि वहां पे हर बंदा हर साथ नहीं खेल रहा ना. Varsha, it will be given in the question. If it is not given, we'll consider only one match. Okay, Varsha? रजत, वो इसलिए नहीं हो रहा कि फाइनल में 2 ही बंदे हैं और उनको 3 मैच खेलने हैं, इसलिए. ठीक है? Okay, Rajat, only 2 teams have reached the final stage and they have to play 3 games. So one who wins 2 matches would be the winner. Round robin is done only in the group stage when a lot of teams are there. Anonymous, forever, A or B just example ले लिया मैंने. It can be B or C, D, E, anything. A or B just example है. All right. Just for naming something, I took A and B. जैसे कि हम algebra में करते हैं, we assume unknown things to be X, so assume them to be A and B. That's it. It doesn't mean कि A और B टीम ही ऊपर गई थी. All right. कशिश in that case 29 होते, 28 group stage में और एक final में. Okay कशिश. So try this one. I'm giving you a minute. I'll keep quiet. People are solving. गुंजन फर्स्ट का आंसर 30 या 31 है. 28 होगा सिर्फ ग्रुप स्टेज का. फाइनल भी ऐड करने पड़ेंगे. टूर्नामेंट में फाइनल भी होता है ना. यश अगर पूल स्टेज के लास्ट मैच को फाइनल कंसीडर कर लेंगे तो ये नाइंसाफी नहीं हो जाएगी. Then everybody will not get the equal opportunity to win or to play all the matches. Vatsal and Harsh, there are people around in the office, because office is empty. Only I am here. There's some people walking around, going back to their homes. So I think they're talking to each other. अंकित पूल स्टेज में सेम अगर आगे पॉइंट्स तो कॉम्प्लेक्स फैक्टर से वो आगे बढ़ जाएंगे. विल कंसीडर दैट इन द क्वेश्चंस. धरनी 28 + 2 और 28 + 3. Yeah, Vihana, I'll do that. Next is final result. Exactly. All right, so let's try to solve this question. We have 8 teams. I'm naming them A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. All right. मुझे मत बोलना कि मैंने A और B टीम को जिता दिया. I'll have to, consider some to be winners, some to be losers. Okay. So the question says, find the minimum points earned by a team in the pool stage of the tournament, so that its qualification for the next stage of the tournament is guaranteed or undisputed. All right. So we know that only two teams reach the final. It's given in the question already. Okay. Right? 2 teams advance to the next stage. That is finals. So I want to calculate the minimum points so that it is guaranteed it goes there. जाना ही जाना है, confirm है. So let us do one thing. Let us try. First of all, let us try to find the maximum points teams can get. Top 3 teams can get, through which two of them goes to the final stage. So what I'm trying to do over here, I'll try to maximize this and minimize this. First I'll do it, then realize why I did that. Tell me something. These 5 teams, how many matches would they have played? These 5 teams would have played how many matches? 5C2? That is 10, isn't it? Is that right? Everyone, look at this. Look at the calculation. है ना? 10 matches they must have played amongst each other. And the number of points they would have scored will be 10 into 2, that is 20 points they must have scored. Because one win guarantees 2 points. That is the maximum points. That is the points they would have scored. Clear? So 20 points goes here. Overall, how many matches are there? 28 matches. That means overall we have 56 points to be distributed. Yes or no? So if 20 points goes to these 5, these three will have 56 minus 20. That is 36 points in total. Yes or no? Yes or no? Is that right? 36 points in total. And if these 36 points are distributed equally among these 3 teams, each one will get 12 points, and now we will not be having a team which will definitely go to the next stage, because top 3 teams will be having same points, isn't it? Top 3 have same points. Which 2 will go? We are not sure. All right. So what needs to be done over here? Isha, I'll come to that. You realize once I solve this. Bhargat will come to that. Wait. I took 5 teams so that I'm remaining with 3 teams, and in these 3 teams, I will try to maximize the points equally distribute the points, the maximum points, so that I'm unsure which team should be sent to the next round. अब इनमें से हमें किसी एक को हटाना पड़ेगा. Someone has to be removed. So 12 points, if they get 12 points each, still we are not sure that one team will definitely go into the tournament. All right? Due to complex factors, two will go. Due to complex factors, two teams will go even in this case. Do you understand? Even if they get 12 points each, two teams have to go through complex factors, which are not known to us. I just still will be having same points. Complex factors still, right? So even if they get 12 points each, two teams will go. But no team will be sure which one is going. The surety will be there if one team gets more than 12 points, that is 12 plus 1, that is 13. So if one team gets 13 points, then it is sure to go into the next round. Is that clear? Shubham, I'll repeat. Cool. I'll repeat this once and it will be clear to all of you. So what was actually doing? The question is why I took only 5 teams here? Why not 6? Why I took 3 teams over here? First of all, I wanted to have 3 teams in which I wanted to distribute maximum possible points so that I get confused that which team will definitely go into the next round. Okay? So I gave them equal points. And now, even if they're equal points, 2 will go. But which 2 will go? Nobody knows. Because all have equal points. Right? Now, add these 12 points. Exactly. That's what we're trying to do. Minimum points to guarantee the next stage. Hear what I'm doing? Maximum points to not guarantee the next stage. Okay, so if they have 12 points each, nobody will be sure which one is going. But in the question it says, earned by a team. A team earns certain points through which it is sure shot going into the next tournament, next stage. That can happen if one team scores more than 12 points. So 12 plus 1. More than 12, but minimum that is 13 points. So one team will score 13 points, it will definitely go. And out of the remaining 2, one will go through complex factors. Farhan, if every match draws in an end, then also 2 points will be distributed. Because a draw is done by 2 teams. Each one will get 1 point each. So it won't matter, it won't change. Yeah, Itakshi, ठीक है, 13 तो बचाएगा ना? Shubham, complex factors are not known. Complex factors can be anything. It can be, for example, all teams. It happens, in selection, in a job interview. All the people are equally talented, equally skilled. They have got equal points, but still one has to go. He or she might go due to some kind of influence, some kind of source, some kind of network, some kind of nepotism. They are complex factors. The factors which cannot be quantified are the complex factors. Quantified factors की बात करें अगर तो net run rate, which is just said. Okay, they are complex factors. Minimum is 13, Janvi, exactly. 12 plus 1 is 13. Minimum is not 12. You are considering that these 3 teams have got 36 points and 36 have to be done like 13, 12, and 11. But no, that's not the case. This is an assumption to get this value. It doesn't mean the other 2 teams will be getting 12 and 11. This is an assumption. 13 point लेने के बाद एक टीम पक्का अंदर चली जाएगी. ये कंफर्म है. All right. Because if you consider that, then there is also a possibility that any of these teams might also get 12 points, but they will not go. Okay, Takshi, I hope you got that. No, Bhavisha, not because of that. Tathagat, exactly. See, if you remember one thing, to get the minimum possible, anything in the world, if you want to have the minimum requirement, then how do we calculate it? We try to maximize all the things which have to be rejected. Okay, that means the worst possible case we are taking. It's the worst possible case. Okay, the worst possible case can happen when everyone is at the same level and one out of them goes above them. Okay, so if you maximize only one team and minimize others, in that case, you're not taking the worst possible condition, the worst conditions. The top one will get the minimum if the bottom ones get the maximum. Is that right? Understood? Okay, Aryan, if we have 5 teams, there'll be 10 matches only because of 5C2. शिल्पी अगर वैसा करेंगे तो ये गारंटीड नहीं होगा ना, गारंटीड और अनडिस्प्यूटेड नहीं होगा, लेकिन वो भी क्वेश्चन वहां पे भी आएंगे. आई थिंक आई जस्ट क्लैरिफाई दैट, हर्ष, शुभम, isn't it? If you do that, then there'll be no guarantee. Someone has to go undisputed. Mayank, we are splitting the teams in group of 3 and 5 because if I have to select any two, who will go into the final rounds. The question says any one team which goes into the final undisputed, then one has to go undisputed, and the remaining two, and one of the remaining two will go through the complex factors. Okay, so if I take only 2 teams in front, that means I have already cancelled all sorts of competition. To have one competitor who will fetch a lot of scores from the other two, then only the team which is undisputed will have the minimum points. That's why I took 3 at the top. Tamanna, in that case, it will not be undisputed. Other teams can also go in that case. Let's do a few more questions. Probably the people who are still confused, they will get the exact idea. Let's do question number 3. Find the minimum points earned by team in the pool stage and still have a chance to qualify for the next round. Harsh, in that case, you will never be sure that which team goes undisputed. Would you be sure? Okay, let's do this one. Well, in this question, minimum points earned by team in the pool stage and still have a chance to qualify for the next round. So in this case, what we're going to do, we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Minimum points. So basically, 2 teams have to go to the final round, isn't it? 2 have to go in the final round. Okay. Let us say that this team goes into final and one of this will go into final. Okay. So we have to try to maximize the points of A. So automatically, points of the second team which will go into finals will be minimized. Do you get this? Sort of top 3 teams can have 12 each, but in that case, no team will be sure whether they will go into the final round undisputedly. That's the only thing. The undisputed term made all the difference. This part is clear. So I am sending this team A in the final round. One of these will be going. Okay. So let us maximize this. So what can be done? How many teams do we have here? 7. So 7C2 overall, 21 matches will be played, right? 21 matches will be played. These 21 matches will be fetching 42 points in total. And now I need to minimize. So that can be done through a simple thing. I divide 42. I distribute these points equally in the 7 teams. That is 6 points each. Everyone gets 6. So A is definitely going, and one among these who are getting 6 points each will also go due to some complex factors. So answer is 6. Clear now? Now I hope things are making sense to you, the people who are finding some kind of confusion. Second question. For them also it will be clear now. Due to some complex conditions, complex factors. It can be anything. I told you earlier also. So just stay. After we are done with this set, everything will be clear to you. Gaurav, even if every match is draw, then also we'll get the same answer. See, these 6 points can be obtained even if every match is draw. Doesn't really matter. Because I'm distributing 42 points equally among all the people. So now everyone has a fair. Okay, let me speak some language over here. Logic के बाद language use करते हैं. Do you know what is fair ground? fair play, equal ground, equal opportunities. So what I'm trying to do over here, I'm giving equal opportunities to all these teams. Fair ground to play. So all are equally skilled. One will go due to complex factors, which might be any philosophical or emotional factor. It can be nepotism, if not quantifiable, right? Tiger Shroff and Vidit Jamwal both are excellent gymnasts. Both do not know acting. They have equal skills, but Tiger would get more chances. Why? Because he has got connections. Is that clear? Same happens with a lot of cricket tournaments as also. Tathagat just said that, BCCI. Understood. Those are complex factors, which cannot be quantifiable, which cannot be quantified. I hope it's clear now. Complex. Answer is 6. Arju, I have it in there. Hidakshi will come to that. That's also a question. Chalo, fourth karte hain. Find the minimum number of wins for the winner of the tournament. For the winner of the tournament. Okay? It's not the pool round. It's the total entire tournament. Ratrika, that is why we have rhetorics. Even if it doesn't mean anything, it is required. Necessary evil. Yeah, best of 3 is already there. People are saying 2 wins, some are saying 8 wins. See, here we talk about wins, not the number of points. I hope you are noticing that. Number of wins, not the points. In the previous questions, we had points. Here we have wins. अभिषेक एक तो नहीं हो सकता ना, फाइनल में ही 2 मैच जीतने पड़ेंगे जीतने के लिए. आंसर कम से कम 2 तो होना चाहिए ना. 1 is not possible. The answer has to be at least 2. In the final, someone has to win 2 matches for sure to win the tournament. Okay. So we can refer to data from question number 3. In question number 3, if you remember, we got this, that even after getting 6 points, a team can advance to the final stage, right? Right? Someone just said, I think Sarika or someone said that, why are we distributing 56 points in all 8 and due to complex factors 2 will go? See, complex factors are used when all people have equal skills. Otherwise not. फिर तो जिंदगी में बचेगा नहीं ना सारे का. सीधी सी बात है. फिर हुआ क्या कि जो सबसे सुंदर होगा IIM इंटरव्यू में सिलेक्शन उसका हो जाएगा. ऐसा नहीं होता ना. There are a lot of other things also. So complex factors work in the cases when all things are equal in skill. Understood? तो ऐसा आप नहीं बोलोगे कि 8 टीमों को हम 7-7 पॉइंट दे देंगे और 2 को सिलेक्ट कर लेंगे. ऐसा नहीं होगा. Clear? Okay. So 6 points. Even after getting 6 points, a team has a chance to qualify for the next round. Okay, that is for sure. So in the pool stage, a team must get 6 points. 6 points. And in the final round, the winner of tournament has to win 2 matches. That is for sure. That is for sure. Okay. All right. This is for sure. Now we have to minimize the number of wins. That means somehow we cannot minimize it here. यहाँ 2 तो होने ही होने. Minimize it here. So to get 6 points, it's not necessary to win 3 matches. It is possible even after all 6 matches are draws. But someone suggested earlier also, what if everything is draw? I said it's okay. Then also things will be the same. All right. So 6 draws, that means 0 wins in pool stage, only 2 wins. So answer is 2. Clear? Fast, because in final there were 3 matches. A team has to win 2, at least 2, to win the tournament. Satyajit, no. 6 draws and one loss. 1 loss, Satyajit. Because you're thinking how come 7 matches are occupied. 6 draws and 1 loss. Okay, 6 points. Got it, Satyajit. I think your query is, it's a valid query. And I think I resolved that. प्रश्न क्या हो गया? क्वेश्चन खत्म होने के बाद क्यों पूछ रहे हो? लिखा तो है इसके अंदर. मैंने बेस्ट ऑफ 3 लिखा था बार-बार मैम. यार, बेस्ट 2 of 3. 3 matches will be played in the finals. So person has to win 2, no? वो तो हम शुरुआत से बोल रहे हैं. तो लिखा number of wins in total tournament it's asking. We have to minimize it. So I just minimize it by saying that in the pool, even if 6 matches are draw, a team can advance to the second stage. सत्यजीत अभी भी 2 ही आंसर है. सबको ड्रॉ मैंने कर दिया. See, okay, wait. Listen to me carefully. I think people don't listen to me. In question number 3, we just calculated that a person that a team, if a team gets minimum 6 points, still the team can advance to final stage, yes or no? Did we realize that? We all agreed on this. In question number 3, yes or no? Tell me in the comments. Yes. After getting 6 points, a team can advance to final stage, yes or no? That is for sure, no? ये तो होना ही होना है. Here we need to have minimum number of wins. Because it is asking minimum number of wins, that is why I took the data from third question, that 6 points, getting 6 points and a team can advance to final stage. In final, it has to win 2 games to be the tournament, to be the winner of tournament. To minimize all of this, we cannot minimize this 2. This has to be constant. 2 has to be there. We can minimize this. So to get 6 points in the pool round, a team can get it even if it doesn't win a single match. If it just draws 6 matches and win nothing and lose 1, still it has 6 points and it can go to the next round. All right. So to minimize the number of wins, I maximize the number of draws. Is that clear? Keeping 6 points intact. Cool. Coming to 5th. Find the maximum number of wins for the runner-up of the tournament. Runner-up of the tournament. Who is runner-up? The team which loses in the final round. हाँ तो मैक्सिमाइज नहीं होगा ना उस केस में. एक तो इतने कमेंट आ रहे हैं, मैं नाम ही भूल जा रहा हूँ, कमेंट पढ़ ले रहा हूँ. सत्यजीत, तो उसमें इस केस में मैक्सिमाइज नहीं होगा ना, मिनिमाइज नहीं होगा ना. दैट्स द थिंग. Okay, so here people are giving the answers. 7 wins, some are saying 8, some are saying 3. Maximum wins. Okay, tell me something. If it is maximize. So let's talk about final round first of all. In final round, what is going to happen? Let us assume teams X and Y are playing. X, Y are playing. Match 1, match 2, match 3. All right. So, team X wins, Y loses. X wins, Y loses. Then third match is not applicable. Third match won't happen at all. The other case is, X wins first match, Y loses. X loses second match, Y wins, and then one of them wins. So this match will be held. Okay, win, loss, or loss, win. So in this case, Y is the runner-up. Understood? Y is the runner-up. Y is the runner-up. I have to maximize the wins of the runner-up. We'll talk about pool stage later. Okay, let's talk about the final stage. So in the final stage, the maximized wins will be this case, not this, isn't it? In this case, Y has won nothing. In this case, Y has won one match. So to maximize the number of wins in final round for the runner-up, the team has to win one match. All right, that's clear. Cool. Now going to back to the pool round. In the pool round, what can happen? The team can win all 7 matches. All 7 matches. It has won all 7 matches. Advanced to final stage and then lost it. Clear? Is that clear, everyone? So overall, we have 7 plus 1. Answer is 8. Even after winning 8 matches in totality, a team can be runner-up. I'll give an example. An example. The best example is World Cup, India. सब कुछ जीत चुकी थी वो और फाइनल हार गई. किसी ने याद? ऋषभ. हाँ, ऋषभ. Exactly. Everyone remembers that. Aditya, very good. This question is all about the performance of India in the World Cup. Rashna, just like India, in the pool round, every team played 7 matches, right? There's a possibility that a team won all 7 and went to final and then lost it. Minimum win runner-up तो एक ही होता. I wish that was an example there. Now people have understood. अच्छा, यहीं पे अगर होता कि if the question was minimum number of matches wins, then what would have been the answer? Isha, because we have to maximize. No, Isha, read the question carefully. You know, the most of the things where people are unclear is the reason is that they don't read the question clearly. If it was minimum for the runner-up, then the answer would have been 0. Exactly, 0. Pool round में सब कुछ draw कर देता वो, एक भी win ना करता, to get 6 points, advance to here. And this case, I'll take this case, where it has one thing, nothing. So 0 will be the answer in that case. Very good. All of you have done it really well. Okay, so first set is over. And tell me, everyone, I can see that attendance has not dropped. That means people are still staying. That means they have understood. So tell me, to all of you, things are totally clear now? But having said that, I would advise all of you, not all of you, the some of you who might be still confused, that revise this at 2x speed. And things will be totally clear. Because logical reasoning, Lrdi is a difficult subject. Majorly logical reasoning. DI is still easy. So revising it once won't harm. Okay. Rajat, धीरे-धीरे होगा. दिस द फर्स्ट आइटरेशन, कम से कम 3 बार करने में होता है, लोग इम्पेशेंट हो गए बहुत ज़्यादा, इतना होना नहीं है, फर्स्ट आइटरेशन, सेकंड एंड थर्ड आइटरेशन यू बी कॉन्फिडेंट. Divyanshu, question 2. Just revise it once. Things will be totally clear. Now we have the second set for today. And this set is a very nice set, I would say. So for this, I'm going to give you some extra time. What about this kind of set comes in the exam, in the real exam. See, in LRDI, I tell you what, in LRDI, what is going to happen? You will always get one easy set. Always. The problem is, people do not identify that which one is easy. So the main thing that you learn is to identify the easy set, which you have to do. And, ain't I audible? And, you will get one moderate set. And one will be either easy or moderate or whatever. We're not sure. But these things are for sure. So you have to aim at solving 2.5 sets correctly. The moment you do it, you'll be 99 percentile. That's the best one at LRDI. LRDI is difficult for not just for you, it's difficult for everyone. So everyone has the equal playing ground over there. Okay, 2.5 sets. Having said that, for this set, even if you spend, because the first iteration, if you spend 15 minutes today, then it's okay. In the real exam, this set requires 10 minutes. Okay? So are you 15 minutes here? 8:05, at 8:20 we'll start the discussion. Do it everyone. Now I'll be quiet. आदित्य, अगर तुमने 4 सेट सही कर दिए तो मैं ये खुला बोल रहा हूँ, ऑनलाइन है, रिकॉर्ड कर लो, मैं तुमको कोई बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त टाइप की पार्टी दूंगा किसी पहाड़ों पे जाके, ट्रिप. ओके? अगर तुमने 4 सेट सही कर दिए तो रियल कैट में. ओके? So now I'll just switch off my mic and you guys have to solve it in 15 minutes. tell me something. I'll write total over here also. Total. Now you tell me, if two matches resulted in a draw, then if I write total over here, here I'll get 4, isn't it? Not 2. I'll get 4. Is that visible or not? Written 4, I'll just change the ink. This will be 4. Is that clear? Is that part clear? Two matches resulted in a draw. So basically, one draw is done by two different teams. Clear? So if there are two draws, that means 4 teams have done it. Draws are of 4 teams, or for 4 teams. Is that right? हाँ, अभी clear है? So if I write all the entries which one has drawn, so यहाँ पे 2 draw हुए हैं तो 2 matches draw हुए हैं. That means 4 teams are involved in 2 draws. Okay, cool. Now, this thing also has been accommodated in the table. Croatia won the match against Mexico. Croatia won the match against Mexico. C against M is a win. Now understand this. Croatia has won against Mexico. That means Mexico has lost against Croatia. Understood? 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 ठीक है. Someone said the possibility that one team is involved in 2 draws. Of course, then also if I note down the points over here, total should come out to be 4. What is X? This X is like Argentina cannot play against itself. No. In between, I have drawn all the X's. X is cross. It's cross. Cross. Like Argentina cannot play against itself. Any team cannot play against itself. Mostly, I think I just told you I resolved your query. Right? Okay. Now. And lost the match against Brazil. Croatia lost the match against Brazil. So here it is lost. That means Brazil must have won against Croatia. Is that clear? This is how I'm filling the table. Understood? Here, like in the lower diagonal, crosses ke niche wala is for this, the capital alphabets, and the upper diagonal, it is for the lower, small alphabets. I hope you understand how I'm filling the table. That has to be understood. Okay. This thing also has been accommodated. Croatia was the team that scored the least number of total points. That was Croatia. Least number. I'll just write least over here. All right. Cool. Well, this has also been accommodated. Argentina, Croatia, and Mexico lost equal number of matches, while Brazil lost the match against Argentina. Argentina. Okay. Brazil against Argentina. Well, think about this. It says Argentina, Croatia, and Mexico lost equal number of matches. So let me say that Argentina, they lost X matches each. Argentina lost X matches. Croatia lost X matches. Mexico also lost X matches. Cool. I'm going very slow, and for everything that I'm doing, you have to type in yes. Is that clear? Clear? I have assumed them to be X each. So these things also have been accommodated. 4th point, Denmark scored a total of 10 points. 10 points, Denmark 10 points, I write it here. And won the match against Argentina. Won against Argentina. Who? Denmark. Win. Denmark won against Argentina, that means Argentina must have lost against Denmark. Cool. But the very same Denmark has lost to Brazil. Denmark lost to Brazil, L. Brazil must have won against Denmark, C. People might get confused over here. Do it yourself. This is very confusing. But now I think things are totally sorted. All that is there in the table, we have accommodated all of it. Now it depends on our logical reasoning that what else can be filled over here. All right, let's do that. Ready? So far, so good. Brazil lost to Argentina. I have not written that. Okay. Chalo. So I missed that part. Let's write that as well. Brazil lost against Argentina. So here it is lost, which means Argentina must have won against Brazil. Cool. Now everything has been accommodated. Nothing is left. Now what? Now we have to use our logical reasoning to find all the other elements in the table. Okay. So what information do we have? What all things can we do? How D against D lost against B? It's written, no? Denmark lost to Brazil. It's given in the question. Okay. So let's try to fill in the things which we can fill with the given information. 14 points. How can one get 14 points? How is it possible? By winning 3 matches, drawing 1 match and losing 1 match. Is that right? 3 4s are 12, 1 2s are 2, 1 0 is 0. Total is 14. Okay, done that. Then France, the same thing. 3 1 1. All right. Clear? Clear? What else can be done? 10. How can Denmark score a total of 10 points? How is that possible? It's possible if it wins 2 matches, getting 8 points, isn't it? Drawing 1 match and losing 2 matches. By the way, everyone is playing 5 matches in total. So sum of these columns in each row must be equal to 5. All right. We have all this information with us. So far, so good. No problem at all. Any problem there? Cool. Okay. Now tell me how many total matches have been played. We have 6 teams and it's a round robin. So 6C2, 15 matches have been played in total. That is something which all of you know. And because 4 matches are draw, right? 4 matches are draw. Well, 2 matches are draw, which comes out to be 4 because I'm assuming all these things over here. So how many matches would be lost or won? How many matches would be lost or won overall? 13 matches will be won, and because 13 matches have been won, 13 matches have been lost also. Right? Right? Is that clear? The 13 losses and 13 wins. Now people might ask me, then why didn't I take 2 draws? Why I took 4 draws? That must be a question, isn't it? That question might be haunting your mind, yes or no? Is it haunting you? 2 matches are drawn. It says only 2 matches resulted in draw. That means 13 had a definite result. 13 were winning. That means 13 were losing. So what happens? What happens if a match is played? Now listen very carefully. If a match is played, then only 1 wins and only 1 loses. But in case of a draw, both are drawing the match. That's why I took double of draw. Clear? I hope it's clear to all of you. Because I'm putting in values over here and some should be 4 in draw. Because 1 draw is for both the teams. But wins and losses are for 1 team only. 13 wins कैसे आया ये clear हो गया ना? Bro, Rashna, total 15 matches are there. Only 2 resulted in draw. That means other 13 had a definite result. In other 13 matches, they were winners and losers. Right, Rashna? Cool. Well, so once we have done that, now we have one simple condition. See, step by step, we are filling in the gaps. If you look at losses, how many losses are there? X plus 1 plus X plus 2 plus 1 plus X should be equal to 13. We have 3X plus 4 equal to 13. 3X plus 4 is equal to 13. What does that mean? That means the value of X is equal to 3. Yes or no? Perfect. Things are getting solved. So in place of X, I can just write 3. A lot of problems will be solved now. Cool enough. Great. What else can be done? What else can be done now? See, in the wins, we have 3 plus 2, 5 plus 3, 8. 5 wins have to be accommodated in 3 leaving left spaces, and we have 1 draw more, which will be accommodated over here. So how do that? What else is known to us? What else can be filled? What can be filled? Okay. So if we look at Argentina, Croatia, and Mexico, who have lost 3 matches each, now their result for 2 matches is left. Yes or no? Yes or no? Is that clear? The next step to solve this is to realize that for Argentina, Croatia, and Mexico, 2 matches are left which need to be filled over here. Do you agree? Tell me in the comments. 2 matches. Now, these two matches can have different outcomes. What all outcomes can there be? See, it can be win-win. It can be win-loss. loss. It can be win, draw. It can be loss, loss. It can be loss, draw. It can be draw, draw. Cool. These 6 possibilities are there. Understood? Yes or no? Is that clear, everyone? Clear? Now, in these 6 possibilities, some will be eliminated. Exactly, Kanishk. Exactly. Aditya, bilkul sahi. So, I've done all the possibilities, and because all the losses have already been accommodated, so all the possibilities which have losses can be eliminated. Cool? Yeah, Prayas. I wrote down the possibilities and then rejected so that everyone understands. I'm walking you through the everything. For the understanding of all the people, I think I should do this, right? Now what can be done? Now what can be done? See, 3 draws have already been accommodated. Now there can be only 1 draw. That means 2 draws possibility is also rejected. So we have only 2 possibilities. 2 wins or win draw. Clear? Perfect. Suyash, very good. Now we are left with only 2 cases. Win-win, win-draw. Enjoyable set, isn't it? So, because Croatia has the least, that means Croatia has this WD wala case. Won 1 game and drawn 1 game. That is why it has least marks, which is equal to how much? 4 plus 2, 6. Croatia has got 6 points in total. Clear? Now, win-win will go to both Argentina and Mexico. Argentina has won 2 matches, drawn 0. And Mexico has won 2 matches, drawn 0. So now the table is complete. Holy Mother Mary said, yeah, Rishabh. That table is clear to all of us. Based on that table, we are going to fill this one. So now tell me in the comments, everybody, things are clear to you. We'll come to this now. Muhammad Azim, because losses were not there. That's win-win, repeat. Yeah, for Argentina, Croatia, and Mexico, we had only 2 possibilities, win-win and win-draw. So if I send win-draw to anyone except Croatia, then they will be minimized. We have to minimize Croatia because we got the least number of least score. That's why I gave win-draw to Croatia and win-win to both Argentina and Mexico. Okay. Now I'm going to fill this table up. So, everyone, pay attention. Now it becomes very easy. Argentina versus Croatia. What is going to happen? Croatia has won only 1 match. Do you remember that? Croatia has won only 1 match, which is already accommodated here. Yes or no? इसका मतलब क्रोएशिया कोई मैच नहीं जीत पाएगी. Do you understand, everyone? Croatia has already won a match. Croatia wins only 1 match from this table. That means Croatia will not win any match now. So Argentina against Croatia is a win. Croatia against Argentina is a loss. Cool? Okay. Having said that, Croatia is not going to win anything now. Croatia is not going to win anything now. Okay. France. Mexico has lost against Croatia. Okay, cool. So what is left? France and Denmark. France has 3 wins, 1 loss. Denmark has 2 wins, 1 loss, 2 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses. And Croatia also has 1 draw. That means Denmark and Croatia drew the match. Perfect. Denmark, Croatia drew the match. So this draw will be coming here also. C versus D or D versus C. Cool. Is that right? Is that right? Understood. Very good. Okay. Who else has drawn the match? Now, see what has been done. Now, pay attention. Croatia and Denmark draw the match. That means here, Croatia and Denmark draws have been already accommodated in the table. What is remaining is Denmark and France. Denmark and France draws are still to be accommodated. That means we can fill Denmark against France to be a draw and France against Denmark to be a draw. Clear? Cool. कुछ गलत लिखा मैंने कहीं पे? मैंने क्या लिखा? I think I said it right, but I wrote it in the wrong space. This is not the right space. Wait. Who all or C and D are accommodated? मैंने B को कर दिया. ये यहाँ नहीं है. Wait. Just a minute. Croatia and Denmark. Okay. So the remaining ones are Brazil and France. So Brazil and France do the match. Cool. हाँ ठीक है. वो मैंने उल्टा लिख दिया था. Is that cool? Understood? Now things are clear to us. What else can be filled? Can we fill more? Yes, of course. Argentina. Now things are with us. What else can be filled? Let us look at the first row. 2 wins, 3 losses for Argentina. 2 wins, accommodate 3 losses. This is going to be lost. This is going to be lost. So Argentina against France is loss. France against Argentina will be a win. Argentina against Mexico is a loss. So Mexico against Argentina will be a win. Filled it? What else can we fill? Brazil. Brazil has 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. 2 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. That means Brazil has won the match against Mexico, which also means Mexico has lost the match against Brazil. Clear? No problem. It's confirmed. That's why. No, I told you, no? I gave you the proper reasoning over there. C and D were accommodated. Remaining were B and F. So B and F were the ones who drew against each other. All right. What else can be filled? Now let's go to Croatia's table. 1 win, 1 draw, 3 losses. 1 win, 1 draw, 3 losses. So C against F was a loss, which also means F against C was a win. Nice. Let's come to Denmark. 2 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses. Here we are not sure. In case of Denmark, we are not sure. Are we? In case of Denmark, we are not sure. So Denmark against France can be a win or a loss. And having said that, Denmark against Mexico can be a loss or a win. Cool. Got it? We're not clear about Denmark. क्या हुआ इसके साथ? Which also means that France against Denmark will be loss oblique win. ठीक है ना? WL का उल्टा. WL reverse of it. LW. Similarly, Denmark against Mexico, LW. So Mexico against Denmark will be WL. I hope this thing is clear to everyone. Isn't it? Okay, now only 2 blanks are left, this and this. Come to France. France has won 3 matches. 1, 2, we're not sure. See, it has won 3 matches and lost 1. Now, 2 wins are confirmed. 1 win can be here or cannot be here. So if this is win, this will be loss. If this is loss, this will win. Win, loss, and loss win here. I hope everything's clear to you guys. Cool. Jafar, why WL where? In case of France, because it's LW, WL, because France has to win 3 matches, right? Explaining draws now. Those who could not understand the draws, I'll just make you understand once more. Croatia and Denmark were already sorted. Yes or no? Harsh and others who asked that question, how I kind of accommodate draws. So Croatia and Denmark were sorted earlier. Is that right? These 2 were sorted. The remaining draws were done by Brazil and France. So Croatia and Denmark did draw against each other, and the 2 draws in totality. So second match would be drawn by Brazil and France for sure. आशु, मैं एक चीज समझा, इसलिए लंबा लग रहा है, इतना लंबा है नहीं. 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, not more than that. Croatia and Denmark, उन्होंने कैसे ड्रॉ किया था? See, Denmark had got 10 points, that was there already, and Croatia got 6 points. Right. So when we're filling that, Denmark's win and loss were already accommodated, but draw was not. And similarly, Croatia's losses were already accommodated. 3 losses against Argentina, Brazil, and France. They were already accommodated, right? Okay, and as we knew after that looking at the table that C and D have got 1 draw each, then the draw which is remaining for Croatia would have been done with Denmark itself. If you just repeat it, just go 5 minutes back, I explained that totally. I think in these 5 minutes, you must have forgotten the previous statements. That's a possibility. Okay? Well, now let's answer the questions one by one. The first question is, what was the outcome of match played between Brazil and Mexico? Kya hua tha? Brazil and Mexico. Brazil won the match. It's A. A lot of you marked C. I saw that. A lot of you got C, isn't it? Second, number of points scored by Argentina was how much? Argentina. 2 wins. Argentina. 2 wins, right? So it got how many points? 8 points? 2 fours are 8. Okay. Outcome of match played between Denmark and France. Denmark and France. Kya hua tha? Denmark against France. We don't know. We don't really know. It was cannot be determined. Fourth, which of the following is definitely true? First statement is Argentina lost against France. Is that true? Argentina lost against France. Yes, it lost. So A is true. No need to check the further ones because only one statement can be true. And that is it. I think that's a perfect set, which was mind-bending, isn't it? A beautiful set, interesting, and lot of brain is required over here. In fact, you know what? Keep on practicing, it becomes very easy after a while, because when I was solving this set, it took me hardly 5 minutes, not much. But because the 300 odd people over there, and I'm dependent on, the yes of everyone, so that's why it takes 30 minutes to explain the set. But doesn't mean that it will take 30 minutes for you to solve in the real CAT. Okay? So do not compare this time with the time that you will take. Kanish, उसे repeat करना, वो मैंने clearly मैंने समझाया 5 मिनट उस पे. You just repeat that. Varsha, of course. No, Danish, legend, I have been doing this from a very long time now. So it becomes kind of very much obvious to me, right? So when I was like you preparing, I was also like you guys. But the thing is, I never got anxious, point number 1. I never got insecure. I never got impatient. I avoided these 3 things. Because, I had belief in myself that I will keep on doing it, I will get it. So I'm telling you, Guru Mantra, which I tend to tell in every class, insecure, anxious, and these 3 points have to be, these 3 traits have to be avoided. Impatient. So if you guys win over these 3 things, rest everything is very easy. Bas. And what has to be there? Self-belief. That has to be there. This is nay, and this is yay. Okay? Self-belief should be there. These things are very common. If this comes to you, you should have self-belief. You'll kill all these demons with just one weapon of self-belief. You might have to do a set 5 times, 6 times. That is possible. But being in this zone, either of this or combination of these is not a good zone to be in. Stress is an outcome of anxiety only. Outcome of these 3 things. Okay, like I've seen people, they tend to send me questions and queries, sir, मैं पढ़ ही नहीं पा रहा हूँ, या पढ़ नहीं पा रही हूँ, या पता नहीं क्या निकलेगा नहीं निकलेगा. So impatience is there, and the insecurity is there, fear of missing. वो तो कर ले रही है या कर ले रहा है, मैं नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ. All these things. See, the root of all the apathy of the mankind is the sense that we tend to compare ourselves with others. The moment we start doing it, we tend to be going towards apathy. So let's stop that and try to be more believing in yourself and more and trusting the process. Meng, how many sets? I think 200 to 300 sets will be enough. Okay, good night everyone. I'll see you again next Thursday. No, tomorrow also this Thursday. There's an extra class, right? Okay, I'll see you tomorrow, and then every Thursday I'll be seeing you. Good night everyone. No, Rishabh, not really. I tend to compete with myself, and that's also that's a thought for another day. Competing with oneself is the best competition, because you never get envious. You get insecure. At the very same time, you don't know where to stop, because competing with yourself, every day you'll be a new person, much enhanced and improved person. You won't know where you have to stop, and you will gain a lot in the process. Good night, everyone. Jafar, my CAT percentile, I have written CAT 4 times. My lowest was 99.39, highest is 99.93. Akshat, no, I don't watch TED Talks, but I have given a few.